Hi, welcome to Chula Diva Tarot. This is the first card that I have so far gotten, the High Priestess. Hopefully you're able to see that pretty good. High Priestess. It's a very powerful, strong card. All-encompassing of power, balancing, opposites, focusing on your studies, really concentrating on what is best for you, becoming a teacher. So those are some of the things that remind me of the High Priestess. Let me choose another card here. Or 3. We've got the Moon. And then we got the Lovers. Okay. This channel is a channel about all things relationships. And this will be a love reading. And it's going to be a love reading for the collective. Like always, when it comes to the lovers, there's hidden things, right? Sometimes we're not always able to see. Here's the Lovers. I want to show you the card. It's black and white. And the Moon is all hazy. So typical lovers thing where not everything that is being presented to you is what it seems. Some of you are trying to work with your energy to attract a lover, to attract the person that's been on your mind. I think it's very interesting that we have the High Priestess and the Lovers, and then when these are all Arcana cards. So they're definitely messages to pay attention to. So these are the main energies that are around you at the moment. You have the energy of the Moon, you have the energy of the High Priestess, where that's in essence sort of like balancing both the evil and the good in your life, in your relationships. So some of you are attempting to find and to get balance in your relationships. Let me choose another card here so I can get some more clarity. The Moon is very colorful here. And the Lovers is in black and white. So maybe some of you are lacking what you want in your relationships, in your unions. Some of you are, I got the Tower. Here's a Tower. So I think some of you are, which I think is confirmation of what I was saying, that some of you are lacking and not getting your needs met in your relationships. Spirit is asking you to look for what is hidden, look for what you cannot see, read between the lines with the Moon card. Read between the lines to find some of those answers that you need, to bring some balance and reconciliation into your relationships, because I can see that you are lacking. You're not getting your needs met within your relationship at the moment, within your unions, and you're lacking what you need, what you want, whether it's affection, whether it's time, whether it's closeness, whether it's Spirit wants you to work on your self-esteem to be able to attract more abundant relationships. I'm going to say that again, okay? Spirit wants you to work on your self-esteem so that you can attract more abundant relationships. I'm going to do some more shuffling while at the same time choosing another card. Give me a minute for my little stash that I have over here that you can't see. You got the High Priestess again. Definitely looking for answers. Definitely can see past what you are being shown. You can definitely spot a shit. What do they call those people? You can definitely spot, per se, a liar, a shape shifter. You can definitely spot the illusions. You can definitely spot the truth. You can definitely see what's going on in your union, in your relationship. Okay, you can definitely see that there's some stuff that is lacking in your relationships. Okay, and you're looking for answers, and you're looking for answers within the cards. It's very apparent that is something, and you're looking to the Moon for answers, and you're looking to your power for answers. I'm going to continue shuffling here. Sometimes it can just take me forever. The Moon again. I keep getting these moons. Because Spirit wants your path to be illuminated. Bringing light into your relationship, bringing light into your home foundation, so that you can sift and sort through the illusions. Some of you are looking at the foundation, your foundations, like how you grew up. Some of you are sort of looking for answers in how you grew up, what kind of traumas you have growing up about relationships. In essence, trying to figure out why Some of you have these failed relationships. Why some of you have heartbreaks, and why you feel shattered because your relationships are not working, or your relationships are in these tower moments. And some of you are really going back into your history and really trying to see if your history has anything to do with how your relationships, or the current one, or even past ones, haven't really worked out. Now, this is a collective reading. Only take what goes to you, and really this is an art, and really this is an art to learn new things. But I really am getting that going back to how you grew up, going back to maybe some of you grew up in a single parent home, and so that kind of makes you like think about how that has influenced your relationships, and how your experience as a child could be coming up in your current relationships. I think that we're human beings. I think it's a no-brainer to really know that our pasts do influence our present. I mean, our histories, how we grew up, what we experience with our parents, what we experience with siblings and schools, and our experiences and how we were brought up really has an impact on our relationships. It really does. It has an impact. So that's coming up. Some of you are experiencing twin flame and divine connections at the moment. That's popping through. Let's see, what else do we have here? We have the Fool. Some of you are embarking on new journeys, on new relationships, starting new. The Lover's card is here. So there's a lot of stories that are popping up, a lot of timelines, a lot of different scenarios, because this is a collective reading. This Fool here, I'm looking at this huge block thing, which I have no idea what it is. This huge block thing. It reminds me of the old school videos, the VHS videos, I think it reminds me of that. And it just reminds me again of that past, of that download that I got about, how our pasts do influence our present times, and they influence our relationships, how we grew up, our past histories, and how we were brought up to think about relationships, and how we were brought up to view them, has an impact on relationship outcomes. And so that's what I get when I see this Fool here. I also see that it's a visit to the past. But then there's also some other things that are popping in where some of you are embarking on new journeys, on new love relationships, on trying to find divine connections, trying to find a bonding with someone else. Some of you, yesterday in yesterday's reading, it came out that a lot of you were eager to start like a new relationship or a new union. And I think that's coming out here in this reading as well. Okay, let me continue to ask. What else, Spirit? Yesterday we also had the Five of Rods, and then we have the Knight of Swords. So in some of your relationships, there's some turmoil, there's some push and pull and arguments, and you've got some snakes in your midst where they're creating arguments. You've got some people giving you and feeding you information that is not what it is. What they're not transparent. Some of you are being told some lies. Be careful around the people that are surrounding your relationships or unions at this moment. You could have some enemies. Spirit is saying you could have some enemies that could be influencing your relationships, okay? But definitely some of you are experiencing some arguments in your relationships, in your unions. Give me 1 second here. And then you have this Knight of Swords who's coming in here. Doesn't look too friendly in here, does he? So, he's a skilled warrior who rushes into situations without weighing the consequences. His charming nature gets him out of scrapes. So this is a player energy, right? Somebody who rushes into a situation without thinking about it. So that's what's coming in. But this rushed union is causing some problems for some of you. Getting into a union, getting into a relationship without putting some thought into it may not be a good idea at this time. So before you build with another person, make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into, is what I'm getting with this. Look who's here on the bottom of the deck. Does it surprise us? It's always lurking around sometimes in the unions. Always got something to say. It's just confirmation of what I just said, that there's some snakes amongst you, that there's some liars, there's some liars. Okay? Dare I say cheaters that are amongst you, that are creating heartbreaks. Some of you do feel shattered from some of your experiences lately. What else, Spirit? This wasn't really the reading that I thought I was going to get. It's always, I just kind of feel like today's reading is a little negative. But, you know, it doesn't surprise me. Those are the energies that are coming through. It is what it is. You know, all I can do is read what I see. And I don't really see... well, finally, we got the Sun. There is hope yet, right? We got the Sun. So eventually, you'll be able to sort some of this stuff out. That'll be good. Because I was starting to feel a little bit weighed down with some of these energies. Let me choose another card over here. Yes, look at this. Some of you are going to be receiving your happy ending. So I have all kinds of stories popping up in this reading. Some of you are in some shaky relationships, some shaky unions. Some of you are surrounded by snakes. Some of you are going through tower moments. Some of you are in unions. Some of you are not in unions. Some of you have gotten your heart broken. Some of you can't really see what's going on in the relationship. You don't really see a future. It's really hard for you to see through the illusions that you're being fed. Some of you are affected by the addictions that you may have, or I guess they call it codependency, right? The codependency that you may have towards another individual. You may be affected by codependency or codependent relationships. But then there's a total flip here. Some of you are going to be receiving the union in the relationship or the marriage that you're actually craving. Some of you are due to receive that, and Spirit is saying that some of you will receive that. They have indicated that in order for you to receive, to have a good, healthy relationship, that it's important to look for what's hidden, to read between the lines, to work on your self-esteem so that you can build a really good foundation and have a really have this outcome where you have the abundance that you want, where you have everything that you could possibly want. The 10 of Cups. I'll show you this 10 of Cups. Everybody's happy. There's a family. They're just together. They're abundant. They're looking at their property. This card could signify, like I said, a positive union for some of you. For some of you, it could signify marriage. It doesn't necessarily mean that it is marriage, but it could signify a happy marriage, a happy union. We have the Empress. It's further confirmation that some of you are going to be in this Empress energy, okay, where your dreams and your goals will be fulfilled, where you're not necessarily going to be like up here where your needs aren't being met up here for some of you, but then for others your needs will be met. There's somebody that's thinking about you. There's somebody that's missing you. Let's see if I get any other cards by shuffling. I'm shuffling here again. Let me show you. Oh, let's take this one. We have the 6 of Swords. Here, let me show you that. 6 of Swords. Okay, so some of you are wanting to have some different experiences. Some of you are wanting to move from the situation that you're in into another situation. Some of you may have more than one love interest, or there could be more than one person who is interested in you. Okay, let's see here. Give me 1 second. I'm just looking at the... Okay. So someone is going to cut you some slack soon, is what this says right here. They're just going to give you, instead of, if you've been pressured or you've been feeling stressed out in your home foundation, or you've been stressed out at work, or you've been stressed out within your relationship, or you've been stressed out within your unions. It sounds like somebody's going to cut you some slack, or you're going to get some relief that will come after a struggle. You may be taking a sea voyage. You may be traveling. You may be doing some traveling. Now, this is an interesting reading. Just a little bit of everything I'm picking up here. I just got this card and I was like, oh no, I'm not going there. This reading has been a little bit interesting. We get the Empress again. So the reading keeps getting better and better and better, okay? So which for me, when the reading keeps getting better and better, it's just confirmation that if you were in shaky waters, you were in the Tower moment, you were in these moon energies, you've been in this Five of Rods, you've been with this Knight of Swords who comes rushing in and maybe you just rushed out. You have the Devil card, these energies that have been a little bit taxing. Spirit is giving me confirmation that soon you will feel like the Empress, okay? You'll feel more abundant. You'll feel like you're surrounded by money, friends, family, that you'll be soon feeling that you have your needs met. And the Empress, the energies to watch out for are the Empress energy, the High Priestess energy, and the Moon energy. So let's just kind of recap on those cards, and then we can kind of see the Empress. The Empress is both bountiful and beautiful. The stars in her crown represent the signs of the zodiac, indicating that she is the mother of all. This card suggests luxury, abundance, and could indicate pregnancy. So that's the Empress, okay? Luxury and abundance. So yeah, things will shape up, and you'll start seeing things go up from here. And of course we got the Moon card, and then of course the High Priestess card, which is a teacher, which I think you'll be learning a lot from this time period in your life. You'll be learning a lot, and you'll be making the right decisions, because your outcome in this reading is pretty good. So as a High Priestess, you'll be able to navigate these choppy, like all types of just powerful energies, and then you'll be able to really transform them and transpose them into something more positive in your life. Is there anything else that you want to say, Spirit, to the collective? Is there anything else that you want to say? Let's see if there's anything else that they want to say, okay? 1 second. Anything else, Spirit? Okay, well, this is an interesting message, and I'm just going to read it. This is what it is. And it says here, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. So live it up. Life is too short to be in this Tower moment. Life is too short to be in the Moon energy. Life is too short to be in the Five of Rods. Life is too short to be with these flighty people who come in and out of your life. Life is short to be in the Devil's energy, which only has you bound to situations that are very unhealthy. It's too short. So live it up. Create good memories. And share them with those you love. I know that sometimes it's easier said than done, but this was your reading today. And my goal with this channel is for everyone to have happy, healthy relationships. I hope that you like this reading. Please like it, and I hope it made sense. I'll bring more in the future. Thank you.